Hey guys, welcome back to Telling Time, where we dive deep into the world of watches. And today, we're taking that quite literally. In this video, I'll be reviewing the Bausele Sydney Diver, a watch designed in Australia and built for adventure. I've taken this watch from the sunny shores of Australia to the icy landscapes of Iceland, testing it in some extreme conditions. So, how does it hold up? Well, stick around to find out. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. What's your go-to adventure watch? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Before we get into the specifics of the Sydney Diver, let's take a quick look at Bausele as a brand. Founded in 2011 by Christoph Hopp, Bausele is an Australian watch brand that blends Swiss build quality and precision with a strong Australian identity. The name itself stands for Beyond Australian Elements, reflecting the brand's commitment to incorporating unique, locally sourced materials into their timepieces. Whether it's sand, red earth, or even opal, Bausele aims to showcase Australia's unique elements through their watches. Bausele has gained a reputation for rugged, stylish watches that embody the Aussie spirit with ever-unique designs. The brand has collaborated with various military and defense organizations, further cementing its status as a maker of tough, adventure-ready timepieces. Christo has been trying his best to make it out to watch fairs, so if you're ever around, I hope that you can see them for yourself in person. But for now, let's focus on the Sydney Diver and see what makes it stand out. Starting with the specifications, the Bausele Sydney Diver is a robust dive watch that blends style and practicality. It has a 39.5mm by 47mm stainless steel case with a unidirectional rotating bezel. The version that I have, the Second limited edition collaboration, features a black IP-coated case and bezel with white bezel insert markers. Now let's give the bezel action a test. Overall, the bezel action feels quite soft, but with affirmative clicks and also some backplay at the end there. I would liken it to your Seiko Diver bezel action. The sapphire crystal comes with an anti-reflective coating, and turning it to the side, you can see that magnificent dome on the crystal that helps with legibility. With the 200-meter water resistance rating, this is a serious tool for all water sports and diving activities. At second glance, the watch presents a unique design language with this cushion-style case and bold markers and hands. The case shape is reminiscent of the Marathon Navigator with its asymmetric crown guards and short lugs, giving the watch a militaristic and purpose-built feel. The dial is even more unique with its sandwich construction and maxi markers with a black printed chapter ring around the outside. The Second limited edition adds some rather playful touches to the dial, including the aqua blue and white colorway and the text deep instead of the water resistance rating printed at the 6 o'clock. The handset is a hybrid sword style handset, and again, in this edition, it is blue and white with a very unique full-length seconds hand and a shark fin graphic that represents the surface of the ocean. Every 30 seconds, the seconds hand flips the graphic to show either a shark fin or surfboard fin, to present the watch's message that things in life are just a matter of perspective. Under the cover of darkness, another amazing feature of the watch is revealed, as you see its full lume dial and bezel insert, which I think is an absolutely fantastic addition to the watch for legibility and style. Powering the watch is a Swiss Sellita SW200 automatic movement, a nice entry-level workhorse movement that provides 38 hours of power reserve. The watch has another unique feature in its screw-down crown, and that is the hollow crown design to have it filled with the red sand of Western Australia's Kimberley Beach. Yet another claim to the watch as an Aussie icon. The caseback is done in a sandblasted finish and engraved with a unique script to show the 1 in 50 limited status of this model. The watch comes with an aqua blue padded Velcro strap and 22mm black rubber strap. The Velcro strap is lined with leather and is of high quality, but it was too long for my tiny wrists, which was a bit of a shame. I usually wear the watch on the rubber strap, which I also find very nice. Now let's talk about how it wears. With this 39.5mm case and coming in at only 9.5mm thick excluding the crystal dome, the Bausele Sydney Diver brings a solid wrist presence while wearing ever comfortably and close to the wrist. On my 6.5-inch wrist, the watch feels very solid but not too heavy, and the curvature of the case conforms perfectly to my wrist. The crown tucked away into the asymmetrical case makes for a super comfortable long-term wearing experience. And the rubber strap is incredibly soft and pliable and perfect for all activities. One thing that I really appreciate about the watch is the balance. The proportions are well thought out and it doesn't jump out at you or feel too minuscule. I think that this watch would wear well on people with wrists ranging from 5.5 to 8 inches. Now for the fun part, field testing. I took the Sydney Diver across the globe to see how it performs in real-world conditions. First, in Australia, it handled the sandy beaches and salt water effortlessly. The domed sapphire crystal coupled with the maxi dial design makes the watch easy to read even in the harsh midday sun. And this color scheme just really pops out in the natural sunlight. Then in Iceland, the real test began. From the freezing winter cold to sudden temperature changes in a heated thermal lagoon and sauna, the Sydney Diver stood up to the test. Even with gloves on, the crown and bezel were easy to operate, and in low light and underwater conditions, the dial remained easily legible. In Iceland, I visited the Blue Lagoon and the natural minerals in the water did not damage the IP coating at all or leave any lasting residue on the case or crystal. This really is a watch that can bring your Aussie spirit with you around the world and in all situations. So, after all that, what are the pros and cons of the Bausele Sydney Diver? Let's break it down. On the pro side, the durability of the watch is impressive. Built like a tank, for a non-luxury watch, it's handled many real-world water and temperature-challenging situations very well. The design is bold and unique, unlike many other dive watch designs out there, and definitely has a unique Aussie touch, with a hint of playfulness and cheekiness to take the edge off this serious tool watch. The unique design features and color scheme of this Second limited edition is another aspect that I really like, being very suited for summer vacations, while the IP-coated case also gives off a tactical military vibe. And a final aspect of the watch to appreciate is the lume application. The regular Sydney Diver model has been shown to have amazing lume with the sandwich style, but this version goes above and beyond with the full lume dial and lume bezel insert. And I don't know, there's just something about a full lume dial watch that's just really cool. Now, as much as I love this watch, there are also some notable cons to it. First is the bezel action. At this price point, I definitely feel like the bezel action on the watch could be improved and the significant backplay on the bezel is just unacceptable in my opinion. The second is the strap options. As I mentioned before, the stock Velcro strap came out a little bit too long for my 6.5-inch wrist, so it's somewhat unusable. And seeing as this watch is a blacked out watch with a bit of a militaristic feel, I think that a NATO strap might have been a good stock pairing with it instead. The regular Sydney Diver models also offer a cool orange Breitling style rubber strap, and it would have been cool to see a color matched strap of that style with this watch also. Next is a small detail, but I think the hour hand on the watch is a bit too long, and the hands look too similar, so sometimes it's confusing to read the time. Perhaps the watch could benefit with a bit more distinction between the hour and minutes hand by shortening the hour hand. And finally, a topic that I would be remiss to not bring up, the price. Coming in at $1,400 US, I know that there'll be people saying that it's too expensive. But knowing what I know about how these watches are made and seeing the build quality in person, I do think that they are reasonably priced. So, to wrap things up, the Bausele Sydney Diver has shown that it isn't another off-the-shelf microbrand diver. It's designed to withstand the elements while accompanying you on your everyday adventure. From the sunny beaches of Australia to the thermal lagoons of Iceland, it has proven to be both reliable and stylish. And I'm glad to have it as part of my collection because this little fella has been an amazing companion all around the world. But let me know what you think about the watch. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like this video, share and subscribe to the channel for more reviews and watch adventures. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.